Hi there and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. A beautiful but chilly day, cold day, but it's normal, it's winter after all. So I'm coming here from you from a beautiful piece of the nature here. It's a combination of heathland and forest. Sorry, my throat is a little bit gone, it must be the cold. But I'm glad to see you here, and it's about the topic of today that I wanted to have a word with you about, is about the access to that people have to you. I mean, not everybody, that's the conclusion I came to, has access to me just like that, and not because they just had a history with me or are related to me or through work, and especially in this day and age of the whole digital world, that you should realize that people don't always automatically should have access to you just like that, and that you have to respond also just like that. And before I'm going to talk more with you about the topic, I'm going to flip the screen, show you around and the place where I am here at the moment to share this beautiful piece of nature here. It's around sunset. I do most of my videos, most of them around sunrise or sunset. So I hope you catch a little bit of the beautiful vibe here. Whilst talking more on the topic that you don't owe anybody access to you just like that, and that you can really filter it. So I'm going to flip the screen and talk with you more about it. So I hope you're going to join me for my walk here. See you on the other side of the screen. Well, hi there, and this is the view that I have when I flip my screen here and I'm showing it with you. I'm going to slowly head towards the sun that I don't think you can see anymore. However, somewhere along the line it's going down right there. But I must say I don't have access, Wi-Fi access here. There is nothing available. So that's one of the things that's related to the topic of today, I guess, that you don't owe everybody access to you. And access, I believe, is earned a little bit more through respect than through history. And those people who respect you will also choose their moments to have access to you. That's what my conclusion is anyhow. And I must maybe explain a little bit about myself or my videos for those who are here for the first time. I'm sharing mainly my ideas, my thoughts, my insights and my personal experiences on many topics that I believe many of us are going through. And you can agree with it or not agree with it. It's all up to you. It's all a part of your right to do. And I just hope that maybe my words somewhere along the line sometimes may resonate to you and may be helpful to you in some form of way, whether it's for yourself or to share with somebody in your surroundings who are going through phases and might relate to the particular topic of that day. I'm posting my videos daily, so you can always have a look. There's quite a few videos available already, and you can always subscribe to my channel if that's what you like. If you don't, then of course you don't. It's really up to you. You can also leave a reply. I will always read them and comment to them, and I will appreciate it, because of course whether you agree with me or not, or share the same insight or not, just let me know, and I'll be learning from it as well, probably. But coming back to the topic of this access thing, for a long time myself, I thought that access was automatic. That if someone was family, or that I had a history with them, or if we know each other for a long time, or if even love existed one day, then access was assumed also by me. I thought they had a right to have access to me just like that, and I felt the obligation to respond to that. But now I've grown a little bit older, probably a little bit wiser as well now, that I've learned something that's quite important to me anyhow, that not everybody needs the same level of access to me. And that was another eye-opener the moment I realized that. Perhaps it is for you too. Because I believe access has two ways, has more than one way actually, of having access to me. And it's about many things, because it also means availability. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words here because I just also stumbled here over a piece of wood. It means availability, and if they all have the same level of access to you, that means that also means a kind of emotional closeness, and also I guess it means time, because access means also time. At least if you have to read or hear the message or see the people in person, or it means attention, it means energy. and all of that, well, they shouldn't be unlimited to you. You should be aware of that, that it's going to cost you too much of your energy, and it's not even correct if it demands so much from you, I believe. And you can still love people, very much so, of course, but they still have a limited of access to you. Not no limited access, but there is a limit to it, and you should make it clear to yourself what that limit is, and then you can gently make them aware of it as well. Because I believe, and I learned for myself, that you can really care deeply still, and but without giving someone a constant entry to my world or to my inner world. And yeah, that limiting access, I believe, it doesn't mean you are shutting people out of your life, because that's another thing altogether. You shouldn't have to do that, hopefully. But I think it does mean that you're choosing what you feel is sustainable for you. And because if you don't, I mean, you're being swallowed up and left without energy behind. It happened to me a lot it happened a lot to me in my life. I was always a little bit, that was my pitfall, I believe, that I was also always accessible to everybody else, and I believe that was my moral duty to be. And I learned otherwise now. There were some things happening in my life and some incidents there were, and then I started to realize I'm giving away too much of that. I'm giving away too much of free access, and I mean really deep access, not just to say hi, how are you, or have a nice day, but really access. And what I think is important is to know the difference between how people sometimes can handle closeness. Some people can handle it very well and some people don't. And also some relationships, they thrive with openness, and others they require more distance to remain a healthy relationship. And as I said, it's knowing the difference between those things that makes it all more valuable, and even more valuable to the relationship you have with those people, and towards the energy of yourself. And I think this shift often happens very quietly, probably around midlife, and you stop forcing your availability. I'm 63 years of age now, and I must say it's a great relief for me, since I have learned to limit my access and to know how to be open for it, and how to say no, I'm sorry, I can't today, not in this moment, or not even in this phase, or maybe not even in the weeks to come. I'm heading forward the sunset again here, and I hope you enjoy a little bit of the view that I'm giving you here. It's really serene, it's really quiet, and as I said, there is no Wi-Fi here, no reach, so it's very, very nice and very calm. And there's no access to me then, except for if people walk here as well and come to me. But I don't see that happening so soon. But once again, I don't know if it resonates to you or in any kind of way, or if you recognize it in any form of way. What I've been talking about just now, about this access thing. And quickly in between, I'm catching here, gosh, the moon. I don't know if you can see it here. I think there's there in the middle of my screen. I'm sorry, I love nature, but I also love skies. So I'm sorry, I'm drifting away from my story here. But all in all, it's nice to see and nice to be here. But well, I just wanted to say something about oversharing. Perhaps I'm oversharing my love for nature here, but I hope you appreciate it still. Because there's this thing concerning access. If you stop oversharing yourself and you stop being constantly available, that's what I experienced. And not because I got turned colder on these people, or just because things became clearer to me. But you just realize that peace, sorry to say so, but it does require boundaries. And I was never really a person for boundaries. For me, everything was nice and possible and open and out in the air and, adventurous. It couldn't be enough. But there came a time in my life that I realized I have to stop doing that way, because it's getting me somewhere yes, but also many times no. And they require a kind of discernment. I hope you know what I mean with that, and that you don't need to explain this to everyone, and you don't need permission from anybody. also not from yourself. And also, you know, you don't have to feel guilty. And as I said, these were my kind of personal life lessons that I had to learn and teach myself, because I really, really believe now, coming to this day and age, is that access is not a right from nobody. It's just really a privilege, and you should treat yourself and your access accordingly as well. Well, that's my belief anyhow. So I believe choosing who has it is a part of self-respect. And so I said, you know, knowing who has access to you, how much, when, where, etc. If you know that, that's a kind of self-respect and self-care you have there for yourself. And in the meantime now, I think I have made my point a little bit of how I think about personal access and how not everybody should have just access to you all the time, just like that. And with those words, I really want to thank you for having this walk with me. And I hope to see you in my next video. As I said, you can subscribe to my channel if you like. And I do hope to see you in my next video. And in the meantime, I hope you take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself and your loved ones. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.